Making fashion decisions when you're in the spotlight is no easy task. Fortunately, Queen Elizabeth had several decades of practice. From her first formal dresses as a child, to her ball gowns and the signature coats and hats she wore in her later years. Here we've rounded up some of Her Majesty's best fashion moments throughout her style evolution. Key designs in the 50s were elegant and formal. As a royal, this suited Elizabeth well. The Queen held an incomparable position in public life and reflected this through her attire. Her early years on the throne were defined by pieces created by court dressers Norman Hartnell and Hardy Amies. And full-skirted gowns echoed the introduction of designers' more glamorous pieces that were phased in following the end of the Second World War. The 1960s brought in new fashion possibilities as it moved away from a more formal dress code. And while Queen Elizabeth stayed true to her regal background, her clothing subtly moved with the fashion landscape. Throughout Her Majesty's time as monarch, her wardrobe came to be defined by fashion pillars that remained throughout her reign, punctuating thousands of walkabouts, dozens of state visits, and countless times receiving some of the world's most senior dignitaries. The 70s were no exception, but here we saw some more fashion-forward additions. The Queen has never been one to leap from one clothing fad to the next. The ever-shifting world of fashion didn't have a huge impact on the way she presented herself to the world, instead adopting only the trends that suited her timeless practical style. However, in the 80s, she did embrace some of the trends. The 1990s onwards were all about staple pieces and the signature look. Bags and shoes remained largely the same, but there was an ever-changing supply of bold, crowd-pleasing colours, finished with impressive millinery. And since then, the Queen has essentially stuck to one simple uniform: a bright, solid-coloured skirt suit or long coat, paired with matching hat. And there was a reason she always stepped out in such bright hues. The eye-catching colours helped people to identify her in an often enormous crowd. Throughout her life, Her Majesty has used fashion to convey a sense of occasion, and her wardrobe evolved to embrace the changing landscape while still observing an unwavering commitment to her personal style.